Hey, we're going to start this off with a run by of some late year acquisitions. Not a whole lot. Happened between October and December. First off, these pulp loads. I got the idea, not the idea, but guys, either Montana Northern or Black Hill and Eastern, something like that. One of those guys, I can't remember, mentioned these loads he found on Amazon. So I went searching on Amazon and I happened to find them. So I bought a couple of packs, and a couple of packs fills up 3 of these pulp cars. So I've got 2 or 3 more of these pulp cars, so I'm going to get me a couple more packs so I can have me a full load pulp train in the future. Also, a few months back, I won a contest on Back on Track. And with my winnings from there, it was a gift certificate to Midwest Mall Railroad. As I was searching through, I ran across these Columbus and Greenville boxcars. So I picked those up. I saw those when I used to live in Greenville, South Carolina, of all things. These next 3 are 3 LPG cars. These were gifts from Santa. I needed some LPG cars because I have some kits from Walters, but I've yet to put them together. And I want to switch out my propane stuff. The last 3 Pro Car cars here I picked up from Dave at Carolina Foothills when I was visiting him down in South Carolina. So between October and December Christmas time frame, those were a few things that I was able to pick up. Last January, I got to go to Amherst. Spent a lot of money, but the best part was hanging out with a whole slew of great model railroaders. Some of the guys in this picture, Dave, Cricket, Easton. I always mess that up. Cricket River and Easton. There's Thomas Grassi. Don't remember his channel name. It might just be Thomas Grassi. There's Ron on the right standing next to me from Southwest Model Railroad. Then there's Dave back in the back there, DB Tech. The Australians were represented by buddy there, Artie, sitting up front from Awesome America. There were a slew of other people that's not in this picture, like Jason, Railfan Man, Mom and Son. Got to meet Split Rock. He signed my Model Railroad Craftsman for $20. I don't know where all the Canadians were in this picture, but there was, I know Mike from Trackside Mike. There was Sparky 107. There was Bernard from Mini Prince, and there's probably others that I'm forgetting, and apologize if I can't remember everybody. But I also got to meet Ron, New Haven Rails. So it was a good time. So won't get to go this year. Got some other priorities, but I hope the guys that are going have a great time. That Crooked Dave guy was following me around everywhere. Anyway, also got to meet Dave, or David, F&B Railroad, another really nice model railroader. So I'm going to try and do a little combo here for 2024. Do a little layout overview plus a stuff I actually accomplished in 2024. There's a lot of new subs I got. I hit like 1,000 subs sometime last January. And I know I haven't done a layout overview and shown my whole layout since that time. But I'm standing right now at one end of my layout. And if I can focus in, the other end is down there. That's about 26 feet, I think, from behind me till over at the far end of the layout there. I guess I kind of started a little overview here in what I'm calling Timpson Yard. This yard has not changed in maybe 4 years. This yard mainly serves as a yard to my KLM facility over here in the corner, which still needs a lot more work. One of the things I was able to accomplish over 2024 time period was getting this area right in here looking a lot better. It was ugly. And what I decided to do here is I built a diner. I have some videos of me doing all this stuff. It's called Maddie's. Maddie's was my grandmother. You will find that a lot of my businesses are named after relatives, family members. I did these two houses over here in 2024. That used to be a blank space, and this little tower business that I'm working on. This is coming into the town of Timpson, I'm calling it. I did this building supply here, Rick's Building Supply. Rick's my brother. The building in the background there, I also did that. Worked on this fire station area, did a little scenery there. Rearranged my town for the 25th time. One of the biggest things I did was working on this abandoned clothing business, or abandoned, what do you call those things? I lost my train of thought, but anyhow, one of those places that used to make clothes that went to China, or South Vietnam or somewhere. Did a lot of work on Culpepper's Diner. Culpepper's Diner? Culpepper's little store here. So I built that up, added signs, all kinds of stuff in there. Still more work to do. Every place I got needs more work. The layout is not prototypical of anything. I run what I want to run and the way I want to run it. So I'm not confining myself to any period of years or anything like that. So I'm in the hobby to have fun, not put restrictions on myself. Anyway, there's a spur that runs off right between it. You can see that switch. It runs off around the back there to my propane facility there, and it continues around through the area I'm calling Pine Tucky, abandoned buildings, into an area called Timpson Plastics, a division of Chemplex. And sometime in the summer or fall, I did some work on that plastic facility, and I did a video on it. Also along this hill here, I did a lot more scenery, and so there's also some videos on that. Back out a little bit here. I want to come back around here a little bit, so hopefully I'm going slow enough that no one's going to get sick. There's a spur coming off the main over there where you see those hoppers. That spur leads down to Ephraim's Cement and Aggregate. Ephraim was my grandfather. That was my father's father. It is not a cement industry. It is a cement packing industry, I want to call it. And it provides concrete and stuff to builders and aggregate and things like that. So it's not a cement making industry. And I'm trying to figure out why my train's not going, so hold on. In May of 2024, got to join a slew of model railroaders at a meet and greet up in Pennsylvania. We got to take a train out of Jim Thorpe up into the Pennsylvania mountains and hills, and the next day we got to take a couple of Bud cars up to some small town in Pennsylvania, don't remember the name, and then we took this steamer that you see in that picture up to a coal mining area I'm kind of bummed out that I seem to have lost all my pictures and videos of that except for this few. The two NS freights you see, we were at a restaurant in Sinking Springs, I think that's what it was called, and called the Railroad House, right next to the rails. Man, they really loved us there, and I was able to catch a couple of NS freights there. Had a great time. However, this May, if it's in May, I may not be able to join because I have a daughter graduating college and moving her to Florida. So my May is going to be pretty busy.
So here's some close-up of anal gas, my propane business. The little hamlet of Pine Tucky. Pine Tucky was a town where my father was born in Richmond County, Georgia. Doesn't exist anymore. Have a hilarious story of working with DOD and when I was getting my clearances and they couldn't find it, even though I told them where it was. Here's Chempex Plastics. Here's my eyesore. I have yet to figure out what I'm going to do here. That's a lift out section. I use dowels. The line's pretty good, but it looks kind of crappy, and that bridge section there looks pretty crappy too. Now I'm back at sort of at the other end of the layout, looking back at the area I call Harlem. Harlem's actually a real town, not far from where I grew up, but I'm by no means prototypically mauling it. I'm just using the name. The cutoff there you see going to the left, that is what I call shared trackage with Norfolk Southern. The two tracks that are coming straight out, those are Georgia Sunbelt tracks. These tracks service some industries. Chose sweetener, just something I scratch built and been putting together. That actually has a roof and lighting, but I don't have the roof on right now. Still want to do some more work to it that I haven't got there yet. Cho is my daughter-in-law's middle name. It also serves Sap Foods. Sap Foods is an industry I did a lot of work on over the summertime, redoing it. There's some videos out there if you're ever interested in looking at it. It's not specifically called Sap Foods, but it's in one of the updates. I don't have a whole lot of updates, but it's there. It's also named after my son. He's in the Army. Then we have Derek, heating and air conditioning. Derek is my nephew. He's also a Navy guy, Navy pilot. We're in the area called Harlem. This whole area I call Harlem. Daring. We're looking down at Boo's Country Kitchen, Southern Kitchen, and Country Store rather. That Boo is my youngest daughter's nickname. So that's her area. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but Sap Foods is also served by the GSB. Over here is H. Brown Lumber. H. Brown stands for Hubert Brown. Hubert Brown is my mother's father, my other grandfather. And over here is the yard that services three of those industries. And this was a lot of work I did over this early winter last year, building that wall and ballasting this area with a lot of dirt and sawdust from this. It comes from being close to H. Brown Lumber. That's pretty much my layout. I know it's a short overview, but my battery's about to run dead on my camera, so you guys have a happy 2025 and be seeing you.